Hi, my name is Marvin McKenzie. I want to just speak a minute to you on the subject of how to overcome and fight discouragement in your life. Years ago, my wife was a public school teacher at the time, and my wife and I were going to get involved in establishing the establishment of a private school. And so she was going to, my wife was, when her contract was finished at the public school system, she was going to resign, and she was going to go to work at this private school that we were going to be involved in. And we had some good friends that she had developed, that we had developed since she was teaching at the school. The lady was a school teacher along with, as my wife was. And we thought they would be supportive. You know, we were trying to do something that we thought was good and profitable and valuable. And so we were going to, we thought they would support us, and instead they got very, very angry with us. And I mean, just really hindered and hurt the friendship a great deal ever since, because that. It's been 30 years since it took place. And it got me thinking, you know, a lot of times the reason why a lot of times when we're going to try to plan something big, plan something new in our lives, one of the things that will happen is that people we expect will support us and people that we expect will be helping us turn out to be discouragers. Sometimes people that we would consider mentors and leaders turn out to discourage us. And what do we do when we're discouraged? What do we do when someone disheartens us and discourages us? They say something unkind or whatever. They say something that would discourage us. I want to give you 3 suggestions today that when facing discouragement in your life. Number 1, evaluate what's going on. Always expect maybe that when someone says something discouraging, that there's some kind of value that can be gotten and received from whatever they say, even if it's something that you eventually going to say, no, they were off base. There's still something that you can learn from what they say. And so take the time to evaluate. Take the time to review what they've said and evaluate what they said. Make sure that you're on track and evaluate the circumstances. Then secondly, stay on track. A lot of times what will happen when someone discourages, they say some discouraging word, what will happen is it causes us to get kind of derailed. We're moving and we've got a plan and we're working that plan, and all of a sudden this discouragement comes and we get just derailed and we stop doing what we were doing. No, stay on track. Just keep chugging away. Just keep moving forward. Keep pushing forward. And sometimes pushing forward, it can be a difficult thing, but just keep pushing forward. And then number 3, how do I say this? Turn from the discouraging remarks. So you've taken the time to evaluate them, to think about those. You just ignore them. You didn't just ignore them. You've thought them through and you've looked at them and you've taken the time to make sure that there's not some truth and some piece of wisdom that you needed to hear from these remarks that are discouraging. And but now that you've done that and you realize you've learned the lesson learned, now move past them, turn away from them, and keep moving forward, keep pressing forward. And if you'll do that, you know, discouragement's going to come, and there's not going to be any way in life that we're going to ever live discourage-free. But if you do that, you can overcome and you can succeed through even discouragement that comes from friends. I'm Marvin McKenzie, and I'm doing these videos trying to encourage people to sign up with a fundraising program that we've got for our church. And you can do that. You can sign up with www.dubli.com/M04 capital V capital B. Dubli is an online shopping portal. You can save money and also help our church as well. If you have any questions, please respond to me, comment to me, and I'd appreciate it.